Derbyshire. Kathy Flett. And Tracy Drew. Candidates, please draw your attention to Janet and Pam. They are your timekeepers and will hold up a yellow card to signal 20 seconds remaining in your speaking time, then a red card when speaking time has concluded. Candidates, please respectfully finish speaking at that time. There is also a digital countdown timer for your reference. Candidates have drawn for speaking order, and please welcome Mike Derbyshire for his opening remarks at the podium.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Mike Derbyshire, and I'm honored to put my name forward to serve as your councillor for Ward 2 in Strathcona County. Thank you to the Chamber for hosting this forum, to all of you for being here tonight, and to all the candidates who have stepped forward in this election. Over the course of this campaign, my team and I have knocked on more than 12,000 doors. We deliberately held off on building my platform until we had spoken with over 2,000 residents, because I believe the job of a councillor is to listen first. And residents were clear about their priorities: affordability, traffic and public safety, senior supports and recreation, and a long-term plan for the county as we prepare to nearly double our urban population in the coming decades. My campaign is built on the idea that experience matters, that if you want to serve as an elected official, you need the skills and expertise to be effective from day one. And I look forward to sharing how my lifetime of leadership and service has prepared me to deliver for Ward 2 and all of Strathcona County.
Candidates will now have 2.5 minutes to answer the following prepared question. What do the residents in your ward feel are the prominent issues in this election? And what do you want from, or what do they want from their councillor for the next 4 years? How will you balance your ward residents' needs with the needs of all residents of Strathcona County in your decision making? Mike Derbyshire, please answer the question from your seat.
Thank you. Meeting residents at the doors and in the community, I've heard loud and clear that the issues shaping this election are affordability, traffic and public safety, seniors, supports and recreation, and the need for a long-term vision as our county continues to grow. On affordability, people are feeling the squeeze. While council can't lower the price of groceries or gas, it can make sure property taxes are kept as low as possible while protecting the services that residents rely on. On traffic and public safety, the concerns vary by neighborhood. In newer areas with narrow streets and high density, speeding can be especially dangerous for kids and pedestrians. I've also heard from residents who feel less safe as some of the social disorder from Edmonton seems to creep into Sherwood Park. I'll work with the county and local law enforcement, building on my experience developing community safety programs like Vision Zero in Edmonton to ensure we understand what the data says and that people feel safe in their communities. On seniors issues and recreation, I've heard from families who struggle to get kids into swimming lessons or onto the ice, and from groups like the Boys and Girls Club, Men's Shed, and the seniors organizations that lack the space they need to thrive. As our population grows, infrastructure has to grow with it. And finally, residents want real long-term planning. Too often, politics is about the next election. I want us to think about what Strathcona County will look like in the next 25 years when our urban population has doubled. Have we zoned enough for schools, recreation, fire halls, community hubs? Have we planned for a hospital, for parking, for the full picture of growth? That's the kind of vision people are asking for. Now, the second part of the question, balancing Ward 2 with the needs of the whole county. I don't pretend to know the lived experience of rural residents. And that's why I'm going to have to lean on my fellow councillors to share their perspectives and so we can build consensus on the best way forward. At the same time, I'll be a strong advocate for what Ward 2 residents have told me while working with the next mayor and council to make sure every decision reflects the needs of the whole community. Thank you. There is so much to say in only a few minutes of time tonight to talk about it all. So for those of you who don't know me, I'd like to leave you with a little of my story. When I was 9, my dad walked out and my mom was left to raise 3 kids on her own. We grew up in social housing, and when my mom couldn't afford Christmas presents, it was Santa's Anonymous that gave us a little joy. Those experiences taught me the power of community, and they inspired me to dedicate my life to service. It's why I spent 26 years as a police officer, retiring as an inspector leading a division. I've led teams ranging from 5 to 500 and managed budgets from hundreds of thousands to hundreds of millions of dollars. It's why I've served on and chaired boards ranging from small not-for-profits to crown corporations and TSX-traded companies. And it's why to this day, I volunteer with Santa's Anonymous to give back some of what I was given. When I try to imagine what 19-year-old me would say tonight, looking at what I've become, a kid who once just hoped to make it into the police service, I feel a deep gratitude for the many mentors who pushed and supported me. I'm running because I believe experience matters. I've spent my life in leadership and service, and now I want to bring that experience to council. I hope to earn your trust and your vote to serve as your councillor for Ward 2 in Strathcona County. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ward 2 candidates, for your participation and commitment to democracy in Strathcona County. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the candidates of Ward 2.